like, obviously as the game went along, offensively, kind of able to find your rhythm a little bit. Just what do you attribute to them kind of getting out of that early rut after the first quarter?
Well, if we would have made free throws and layups, the first quarter would have looked a lot different. I think it was 15-8 after the first quarter, and it should have been like 24-8. We've got to make free throws. That's the points we're leaving on the table, and they're going to come in handy. We're going to need those points as we continue to go. But I think we continue to be aggressive. We continue to push the pace, and we just wore them down. Army is a really, really, really good team. Missy does an amazing job with them. But we have more depth, and I think that was our goal, was just can we wear them down? Can we wear them down? And so as the game went on, we just kept subbing and trying to keep our tempo at a fast pace. And just as this is the goal. Like first quarter, second, third, fourth is what we're aiming to do. We're not there yet, but that was the goal.
You kind of touched on it, but what do you kind of preach to your girls said when the shots aren't falling, that they think they should be going down?
Yeah.
Just to, I guess, channel their energy towards in order to kind of see those results.
We have a lot of players who are very versatile. And shame on us if we put all of our value in scoring the basketball. Go get an offensive rebound. Go rim run. Go be really good defensively and get a steal for a layup. All right, do something easy. And so, we have a lot of players who are offensively talented, and they're used to scoring, and that's going to come. But we cannot put our value in scoring the basketball, and so that's something that we continually talk about. And you saw as the game went on, Sahara went to get offensive rebounds, Janiyah offensive rebounds, Jada, Roby, and so that's an area where we can be elite, and we've got to tap into that.
Is it encouraging? I mean, you said the offense is going to come. So is it encouraging that even when the shots weren't falling, you were getting the opportunities there, and knowing that in the future, half of those shots may go your way?
Yeah, we had some really good looks. We're running our offense cleaner. We have a better understanding of what it is we're looking for, who's on the floor, what calls we should make based on who's on the floor, who has a hot hand. Ball didn't go in the hole every time, but we're getting the right looks, and then our defense is continuing to improve and get better too.
Do you feel like you saw a step forward, let's say from game 1 to game 2 now?
Definitely, on both sides of the ball, yes. Army shoots the ball really well. We limited them to 11 attempts from three, and they only made 5. And their first game of the season, they attempted 45 and made 15, right? So, they do a good job of stretching you and dribble, drive, kick, and, I thought we were really good at taking that away.
Parker, just a career day for her. How would you evaluate her performance and then overall just what she's brought to this team since she's been on it?
She's somebody who can just fill up a stat sheet, right? She can score, she can defend, she can rebound, she's a rim protector. She can do a lot of things for us. I think for her, it's continuing to play for long stretches at a time without getting in foul trouble. I think one of the reasons why she was able to do so much today is that she stayed on the floor. She wasn't in foul trouble. So what I want to see from her is to continue making those corrections, and she's doing that. She's learning from the games, and she's making those corrections. And then it's just still to simplify. She's got a lot to her game, and she's going to need that at times. And then at times, it's just make the simple play. And so as she's continuing to get a feel, that's where we show it to her on film. And the good thing about Janiyah is that she's a student of the game. She comes in, she gets up shots, she watches a ton of film. She wants to be really, really good, and she wants to, help in any way she can. So it's fun to coach her, and she's got a great personality, and she's going to be somebody that's going to be fun to watch for us for a really, really long time.
11 steals on the day. How do you feel overall your team played defensively?
I think we did pretty good. Now the third and fourth quarter, I wasn't very happy. We gave up 16 and 17 respectively in those 2 quarters after only giving up 8 the first and second. And, credit Army. They kept plugging away. They started pushing the tempo a little bit, crashing the offensive glass. But overall, I'm really pleased with what we're doing. We're starting to understand how our defense can create offense for us and also create extra possessions. And so as we continue to learn that and get better at it, I expect it to continue to grow.
I know a lot of people may look at playing together as a team on the offensive side, but defensively, what do you look for to see that you guys are trending in the right direction, just learning to play with each other on that end of it?
Well, the first thing is just great communication. A quiet gym is a losing gym, and we've got to be better talkers, and we're learning to communicate that. It's difficult to communicate what's happening if you don't know what's happening. So as they are starting to understand our technique and our defensive concepts, they're communicating better, which allows people to be in better positions to make plays on the defensive end of the floor. So our communication, and then just continuing to understand the things that we want them to do.
Got a road trip to Duke coming up this week, so now you're going to be your first road game, and just how, I guess, what's the mindset heading into your first road trip?
Well, it's a business trip. Duke's really, really good. They play well at home. They're very well coached. Kira does an amazing job, and they're very talented. So we've got our hands full. We'll be off tomorrow, and then we'll start learning about Duke on Tuesday. I think the thing for them is, we're a young team. We need to play on the road because if you look at our schedule, we've got a lot of away games coming up, and so this will be a good taste for us to see how we respond to a really tough environment.
What did it mean for you guys as a program, even if just symbolically, to play Army on Memorial Day weekend, and just sort of the bigger lessons you guys can maybe drive home to the players about, what they have to go through and just all that signifies?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. We talk about all the time sacrifice and commitment, and you're looking at it. You're looking at their commitment, their sacrifice every day. Like, it's so much bigger than basketball for them. And so there's things that at times happen and we let it affect us. And you look over there at them and what they do, and it's like, how can we have a pity party, or how can we get down on ourselves about something that's going on when they are making the ultimate sacrifice? And so just continuing to remind them that basketball is a privilege, right? That should be something that we are privileged and we are excited about doing. They are taking it to an entire, different level because they are really the ones that are defending us in our country.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.